Mother's Day, a time for flowers, brunch, and the first round of the Insanity Off-Road Championship.
A little bit of left tire pressure loss, no big deal.
Scheduling an RC race on this day was either bold or desperate, maybe both. This RRLRC presentation is brought to you in part by A-Main Hobbies, your RC off-road headquarters. Free shipping on eligible orders. ProTech RC, a higher level of performance. J Concepts, world-proven innovation and design. And by Critter Paint.
I don't know, the GoPro method is a little sketchy to me. I can't think about my own thoughts, man. I feel like this GoPro is gonna fly off. This thing's gonna crack my windshield or some shit. Is it going anywhere, bro? I don't know. Do I want to around and find out? I mean, do it for the glory. Why do you buy it? Alright, we'll keep it on. We'll keep it on.
Welcome to round 1 of 6 of the Insanity Off-Road Championship. I'm Cam Cullen. I help run this circus and also crash in it. I'm playing 2 roles today, event planner and competitor. It's a lot, but it's kind of the RRLRC way.
I don't think that I'm the most prepared for this. I think it's tough sometimes to be fully prepared for something like this. The whole thing with this is just I don't have a lot of seat time. Seat time is your best friend, and my whole complex these days, I might have been around RC quite a bit these last few years, but the more and more I get involved with the media side of things, the less involved I actually get with the racing. So this is a unique challenge.
As the event planner, we knew the turnout might take a hit, but we moved forward anyway because nothing says family holiday like 10th scale dirt warfare. Round 1 kicked off inside the barn at Insanity RC Racetrack. The layout, glossy smooth, courtesy of Brian Lee's Sugar Slick Prep and a compactor that probably still has a pulse. The lighting, cinematic. The competition, clawing for relevance on a track so hooked up, you better be bolted to a fresh set of J Concepts. RRL's own Brent Poe somehow juggled race directing, driving, and fixing other people's cars, often at the same time, occasionally mid-lap. He'll be in charge of running 4 classes, 2-wheel and 4-wheel drive short course, 4-wheel drive stock buggy, and mini Truggy. Coming up, a whole lot of trucks, dust, and the moment where I almost forgot how to drive. First up, 2-wheel drive short course, a mix of power, traction, and body roll. This is also the video debut of my short course truck, the Team Associated SE 6.4. This race equipped with a brand new RC body, the J Concepts F2, sleek, shiny, and custom painted by the one and only Sentinel RC. I'll add a link to his page in the description. With a clean new paint job, I was feeling good, starting as top qualifier. But that clean paint job did not last long. I was totally sidetracked by Luke's car not getting fired up. It led me to such a shaky start. The class had decent turnout. Most trucks looked like they belonged. Mine looked like it paid extra to skip the line. Around a minute and a half into this 6-minute feature, and it's Booton's own Tom Manella to the point with Lee Griffiths close behind. Manella got it wrong over the back jump, and now the breathing room between 1 and 2 is nothing.
Right now, coming down the straightaway.
This fight for first would go on for another 90 seconds or so, and it allowed me and Black Wolf to inch closer to them on track. Around 2 laps later, Manella with the big mistake. I clawed my way back into the top 3 over that jump and around Manella for second. Now my sights were on Lee Griffiths. We jump ahead to the 250 mark. It's Manella. Lap traffic now, but he can't quite get over the booter without a boost from Lee Griffiths. That hang-up allowed me to get right back into the conversation to complete the comeback. 3.5 minutes in here, Lee dealing with Black Wolf in lap traffic. And again, chaos at the booter. I'm able to navigate around the 2 other racers and take the lead. Overall though, the truck felt dialed, featuring Reed Electronics and with J Concept carvers in the front and sprinters in the rear. Had some early traffic and a few near misses, but overall good pace, clean lines, and I brought it home P1. No carnage, no mechanicals. I'll take it. Here are the results from the main. Take a moment to respect the fonts. That wraps up two-wheel drive short course, where finesse, throttle control, and pretending I didn't just cut the pipe are key. Let's see how the points stack up. First place, top qualifier, and fast lap bonuses give me a solid points haul to start the season. One round to go, a long way to go. Up next, four-wheel drive stock buggy. Fast, twitchy, and full of personal disappointment. I was in this one, barely. We all had moments. Mine just didn't make the highlight reel. This was Garrett Crescitelli's time to shine, starting in TQ position with his Yokomo MO 2.0. In the most competitive class of the day, the camera crew suffered heavy losses. This is why we bring extras. We race on. About 90 seconds in, it's Crescitelli versus Kevin W. that now separated themselves from the pack. Crescitelli hanging on to this race lead until the back jump, where he gets it wrong. Kevin W. able to make the pass on lap 5. Lap 10 now. More trouble over the back jump. This time it's for our two leaders. I'm there as lap traffic. Crescitelli now moves up to the point. Kevin got the worst end of that one, but there's plenty of racing to go. A little over the halfway point in this one, and Kevin mounted a charge, but another mistake over the jump got Crescitelli into some extra space. And you remember Lee Griffiths from last race? Well, he's in this one too. Here's Griffiths sliding by me and Brent Post, who are in the back of the pack. Now Lee has nothing but clean air to go catch Kevin. At this point, Garrett's checking out, and it would have to take a big mistake for him to fumble this lead. By the end of this race, with less than 3 laps remaining, the real action was for second. Kevin W. could not keep it clean, and Lee Griffiths overtook him by the booter. And he'll steal second place back after seemingly coming out of nowhere. But this was Crescitelli's win despite a dying battery. Here are the results. Congratulations to anyone who finished no more than a lap down. That took effort. Point standings after round 1. You'll want to screenshot this just in case it's the best you do all year. With that win, Crescitelli takes the top spot, unchallenged for now, but more buggies are coming next round. Stick around because the point standings are about to get slightly more confusing. This video was brought to you by long nights, short tempers, and whatever's left in the fridge. Please consider subscribing. Next, we move to Mini Truggy for the drivers who like their cars small, wide, and feral. This class was once again led around by Garrett Crescitelli and his Techno ET410. Mini Truggy races like a blender with a GPS, unpredictable, but somehow still on course. About a minute in, and a lot like last round, it's Garrett and Kevin out front. That is before Kevin made a mistake, and he had company.
Tom sending it through the wall.
And speaking of walls, here's the series' first ever wall ride. Kevin almost landed it, but his dad Ken was able to make the pass on him for second. Kevin's Truggy defied physics for roughly 1 second, and then physics responded. Around the halfway point, Garrett has over a lap lead on the rest of the field, and Kevin's reeling in his dad Ken until he overturns it in the sweeper. In the next lap, check out this inside move that Garrett puts on Ken. Under 90 seconds to go, and with Crescitelli check out, the battle is for second. It's Ken and Kevin W. Kevin gets it wrong on that back jump yet again, but he's not out of this one because his dad Ken is also showing signs of wear. And this time he takes it off track. His son Kevin able to take advantage and reclaim second with less than a minute to go. In the next lap, Kevin, trying to hold off his dad, makes one last mistake on that back jump. His dad makes the pass. In this back and forth affair for second, all Ken has to do is keep it clean and he can hang on. This is the last lap. But then, carnage over the back jump. A 4-car pileup. Kevin gets out of there before the rest. And that's the race. Your A-main results. Fun fact, 3 of these drivers ran this class and 4-wheel drive short course. They haven't blinked since. Mini Truggy, because sometimes you want a buggy with the aggression of a caffeinated badger. Here's the leaderboard after round 1. Lastly, we moved into four-wheel drive short course, a class built for those who enjoy speed and sketchy landings. I didn't race this one, but I watched and judged silently. This class delivered plenty of torque, questionable decision-making, and one racer who may or may not have driven through a marshal. 4 laps in, Tom Manella tries to go on the inside of Ken for first. It doesn't work, and my GoPro takes a hard hit. The footage survived, the mount did not. One racer who was thriving out there was Ken W. His lime green truck seemed to be on a mission after his mini Truggy finish that didn't end so well. In the black and red truck was Tom Manella, close behind in second, at least for the opening first few laps, until he rolled it over going too fast into the corner. From here on, Ken and his highly modified Techno short course truck would check out with this one. These were your top finishers. If you're not here, aim higher next time. 4-wheel drive short course, twice the drive wheels, twice the drama. Time to check the standings and see who survived the mayhem. The early leaderboard. Everything to gain, everything to lose, nothing to ensure. After 4 mains, 3 racers rise to the top. Garrett Crescitelli leaves with 2 wins, which is either impressive or suspicious. If he sweeps the next round, we're legally obligated to refer to him as the Machine. In 4-wheel drive short course, Ken W. took the top step. A quiet assassin, zero nonsense, all traction. He celebrated by saying nothing and walking calmly to his pit table. That's veteran behavior. And in 2-wheel drive short course, I won. It wasn't dominant, it wasn't pretty, but the trophy sticker looks the same either way. With a win under my belt, expectations are now unreasonably high, and disappointment is fully in play for round 2. Speaking of disappointment, Post has 4 series wins in the backyard, none here yet. Maybe it's part of a long-term strategy, or maybe he peaked in 2021. After a long day of racing, we packed up, said our goodbyes, apologized to our families. I'm heading home, tired, dusty, and slightly dehydrated. Round 1 was chaos in all the right ways. We'll be back for round 2. Same dirt, slightly different excuses. And with more drivers and even more classes expected, the points battles are just getting started. Thanks for watching. If you like the coverage, hit that sub button, drop a comment, and stay tuned for the next race day. This is RRLRC, where we race, we record, and we tell the story.